live, sir.
Yes.
Good afternoon, my fellow realtors across the country, and namaskar. I am extremely happy to have you all of you here. Today is the concluding session of season 1 of Broker Ki Pathshala. And as we always do, let us start this concluding session with a little prayer. I request everyone to please join me in the prayer. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sarvepi Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Paschyantu, Ma Paschit Dukma Pyuma. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvi Navaditamastu, Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much, friends. और आप
ये प्रेयर का ट्रांसलेशन भी तो बताइए सर शॉर्ट में.
सर ट्रांसलेशन ऐसा है कि गुरु और शिष्य ये दोनों का रिश्ता बहुत ही जबरदस्त है. दोनों का रिश्ता बहुत पॉजिटिव रहे, सबको सुख प्राप्त हो, किसी को दुख प्राप्त ना हो, और गुरु जो शिष्य को सिखाते वो दोनों को तेज प्राप्त हो उसका, and may all be happy in the world. So वो बोलते हैं ना, सर्वे पे सुखिना संतु, सबका भला हो. तो इतनी पॉजिटिव थॉट्स के साथ हम आज का कंक्लूडिंग सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं. आप सबको सबसे पहले आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट इट इज अ कोइंसिडेंस when we started Broker Ki Pathshala. First session was on 4th July, though the 5th July was the Guru Purnima. It was Sunday, but we could start on pre-evening of the pre-afternoon of the Guru Purnima, and we are concluding this session on Teachers Day. So आप सभी को Teachers Day की ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं हैं. और मैं समझता हूँ ज्ञान जहाँ से भी मिलता है वो सब आपके टीचर है. जिंदगी आपकी टीचर है. आप अपनी लाइफ में कहाँ पे आसपास जहाँ से भी सीखने को मिलता है वो सीखना चाहिए. तो हम जो भी बनते हैं वो उन्हीं की बदौलत बनते हैं. दोस्तों, ये जो सेशन हमने जब शुरू किया तो आई नेवर थॉट कि वी विल गेट सच काइंड ऑफ ट्रिमेंडस रिस्पॉन्स, एंड आई मस्ट एक्नॉलेज माय टीम बिकॉज विदाउट देम दिस वुड हैव नेवर हैपेंड. ये यंग जनरेशन की थॉट है कि हम लोग ऑनलाइन भी ऐसी प्रोग्राम शुरू कर सकते हैं, एंड थैंक्स टू कोविड. सो दिस इज अपॉर्चुनिटी केम थ्रू कोविड. I would like to place on record a sincere compliment and contribution from my team of Squarefeet India, led by Sunny Thakkar, and along with Sunny we had Ruksar, Richa, and Gauri and Sika. So all the contribution, back-end communication, everything is done by them. So please acknowledge them for their contribution. I am just coming and interacting with the speakers. I would also like to compliment and thank all the speakers who came in last 9 sessions. They made a huge difference in our fraternity. So before we move ahead, let us have a recap for all of you कि आगे 9 speaker ने क्या important बातें की हमारे साथ में. Can we have the video, please?
Core values of our company as in.
Please be with me for a small prayer, and this we will be doing in each and every session. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah.
As integrity, transparency, and competency. Integrity, there should be no gap between what you think and what you do.
Nothing is impossible. Impossible word में से im हटा दीजिए possible. असंभव में से अ हटा दीजिए संभव. अशक्य में से अ हटा दीजिए शक्य. और उर्दू में कहते हैं नामुमकिन में से ना हटा दीजिए मुमकिन.
Transparency, what the buyer knows, the seller should know. What the tenant knows, the landlord should know. What you know, both the tenant and landlord should know. There is no compromise for honest, hard work. Hard, intelligent work is the most important thing that you can give the young generation.
कि आपकी खुशी हमारा अभिमान. अगर मेरा कस्टमर जो है वो फर्स्ट है और अगर वो उसकी खुशी अगर है तो वो हमारे लिए इससे अच्छा प्राउड कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता है, प्राउड मोमेंट नहीं हो सकता है. इसीलिए हम उसको कहते हैं आपकी खुशी हमारा अभिमान है. हमारा इतिहास आपका अटूट विश्वास. टीम वर्क अनेकता में एकता हमारी विशेषता है.
The first and the most important core value for our company is customer safety. That is the most prioritized thing for all of us. We always think for our customer safety first, then comes all the honesty, transparency.
Whatever life throws at you, take it with a smile and put your best effort.
What would you like to give back to your next generation? I say reputation.
Very good.
Because अब पैसा कितना भी दो पैसा खत्म हो जाएगा, प्रॉपर्टी खत्म हो जाएगा, but reputation is one thing which can never perish unless and until you ruined it.
I've been a voracious reader. I've understood knowledge is for sharing. अगर आप knowledge को अपने अंदर रख के चले जाएंगे, there is no point in that. You need to share and you need to be secure about it. हम लोग क्या है, our fraternity unfortunately is so fragmented कि हमें डर लगता है कि मैं अगर विनोद भाई के साथ कुछ शेयर कर लूंगा तो मेरे से बेटर हो जाएंगे. मेरे को ऐसे कोई इनसिक्योरिटीज या ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. I've always believed in the power of sharing.
You must, when there is a problem, you do whatever is required to be done to resolve it. The other thing that is a core part of our company is that the product may have a warranty period, but service has no warranty period.
Excellent.
Plans are the king. Without plans, we have got really nothing. Everything that we create is because of our plans. If we have no customers, so satisfaction of customers is first thing that comes in any business, not just real estate business, all the businesses.
I think punctuality is one of the most important things.
Very good.
कि भाई ग्राहक को टाइम दिया है, उसे टाइम सेट किया है, you have to be on time because client is God. So that is your first impression.
अगर कोई पूछे कि भाई why you are in real estate, why you are a broker, what is that one thing which is keeping you intact in this industry?
Basically, I like to give value to my client. और जो क्लाइंट से मैं धंधा करता हूँ मुझे ये अच्छा लगता है कि आई एम सेलिंग हिम होम एंड इफ ही इज हैप्पी विद दैट वो जो सेटिस्फेक्शन उसका आता है दैट आई एम वेरी हैप्पी बिकॉज दैट क्लाइंट हु इज हैप्पी विद माय सेटिस्फेक्शन वो एक क्लाइंट मेरे को 3 क्लाइंट दूसरा देता है. दैट्स ऑलवेज अ चेन ओवर देयर.
It's God's grace that I am where I am, and I had no real role to play there except that when I walked, the path was clear, and it was my hurdles became my best steps to climb up. So these hurdles, these rocks that were in my presence were my stepping stones to success.
For leadership to move on, right, you need to have the feedback. The exchange of feedbacks makes you better, and your decision making will be better. Second thing is, leader is not somebody who leads. Leader is the one who guides his team to lead.
So that was a wonderful learning from our past 9 speaker. And as I said, I'm thrilled to get the feedback and acknowledgement across the industry about this Broker Ki Pathshala. So let us have few thoughts and feedback from people around the country. Can we have the video, please?
विनोद ठक्कर जी, जो इनिशिएटिव आप ले रहे हैं ब्रोकर की पाठशाला,
Vinod ji, your initiative Broker Ki Pathshala is really fabulous.
I would like to wish my dear friend Vinod Thakkar, who is running this Broker Ki Pathshala, a unique concept in which we meet so many people from our fraternity with vast knowledge.
Broker Ki Pathshala, we appreciate this initiative so much by Square Feet and Vinod Thakkar. You've done a great job.
I would like to congratulate Mr. Vinod Thakkar and his team Square Feet for such a great, wonderful initiative of Broker Ki Pathshala.
Dear friends, I am thankful to Mr. Vinod Thakkar and team Square Feet for coming up such a nice initiative called Broker Ki Pathshala. I hats off to you, Dia, for your initiative throughout the country, and this initiative has been taken only by you.
There's no greater teacher than experience, and you have brought all the experienced realtors onto your platform from all over India.
Realtors like me all across India have learned so much from the successful mantras, from the learning shared by successful realtors like Tarun Bhatia, Mr. Reddy, Mr. Pawan Agrawal and others.
Not only help the old and experienced real estate people, but also the freshers who have joined real estate industry.
This is under the post-COVID situation's most innovative idea that you have brought forward.
This is such a proud moment for the entire realtors fraternity. This job is truly commendable, and I really appreciate the effort of Vinod sir and team Square Feet. Keep doing, keep inspiring us. Success stories of fellow realtors from all around the country. It is really making us feel to be more in this trend. Thank you so much. Broker Ki Pathshala, I'm fan of this Broker Ki Pathshala.
I wish all the best to Vinod Bhai and his concept of Broker Ki Pathshala.
I would request Vinod Bhai to come out with many more opportunities and initiatives like this, which will help our real estate sector. Thank you.
I take this opportunity to thank again Mr. Vinod Thakkar, who is a real inspiration for me as well, and Team Square Feet to come up with such initiatives in future as well. Thank you so much.
Hello. Hello. Can you all hear me? So that was wonderful acknowledgement and encouragement. Thank you all for this wonderful recognition. I think this kind of small gesture keeps me going ahead in my life. Friends, so today is our final session of season 1. It's a concluding session, and I thought of somebody to invite who is a dear friend. I have been interacting with him and listening to him at many forums since last almost 18 years. And this gentleman is into real estate for last 21 years, have played a different role, right from brokers to developers representative to logistics to training. And finally, he's into education. And I thought being a Teachers Day, it would be apt to invite somebody who can still give us, more information about the real estate brokerage business. If somebody really want to do a little more in terms of professionalism, education. So very few people in our country knows if somebody wants to join this industry as a real estate brokerage, what kind of courses are available, what kind of education is possible. So I think this gentleman is going to share with us what kind of opportunities available for next generation. At the same time, there are a lot of challenges in the skilled manpower in real estate brokerage business. So he can tell us about the opportunities, how big brokerage companies can hire good professional from this university. So he is none other than Mr. Amol Simpi, a dear friend and RICS Associate Dean at RICS SBE, Amity University. Thank you very much for your kind consent to be here, Mr. Simpi, and welcome to the Broker Ki Pathshala concluding session of season 1.
Yes, thanks a lot, Vinod, for your kind invitation, and thanks a lot for Sunny and Ruksar for basically going this particular show on for last 10 weeks. And now today, what we say is the culmination is happening on Teachers' Day. And so I really feel myself a fortunate person that you have invited me over here. And at the same time, the multiple thoughts which are coming to mind, these particular thoughts need to be shared. And there are a lot of challenges are there in this particular industry. We still feel that young generation does not take to this particular field so enthusiastically. So that is something which Vinod Bhai has started changing, and I am able to contribute in that particular process in my small way. And I'm really happy and feeling proud about the kind of years I have spent in this industry and the kind of learnings what I received from anyone and everyone who has been in this industry. So
Great,
thanks a lot again.
So before we move into your current role in our industry, let our viewers know about who is Mr. Amol Simpi, your childhood, where are you from, you're born and brought up, what kind of academics you had in your life?
Okay, I'm from northern part of Maharashtra. My mother is from Jalgaon district and my father is from Dhulia district. So my village is actually just 7 kilometers away from Maharashtra Madhya Pradesh border. And from that village, my father migrated to Mumbai and he joined Crompton Greaves at Kanjurmarg as a supervisor. And he was working in the transformer division. Today, there is a large residential complex which is standing on that. So for all practical purposes, I can say that even though I was born in Jalgaon, my father as he was working. So I can say that I'm born and brought up in Thane only. I'm a student of MH High School in Thane, which is a more than 130-year-old institution now. And they had a particular thing which is called, they used to call as semi-English. So I was part of that particular semi-English medium over there. A middle-class Maharashtrian family is what I can say that I come from. My father, he migrated as soon as the education was over. I have a younger brother and an elder sister. My elder sister, she is teaching in a school in Girgaon, and so she also is a high school teacher. And my brother, he is also associated with real estate. He is into facility management business, and he with a Shapoorji Pallonji concern called as Forbes Group. He is working over there as a facility management person, AVP. At the same time, he also has come and delivered some of the sessions at RICS School of Built Environment and taught the technical aspects of facility management. So I can say that my entire family in one way or the other is associated with teaching, and me and my brother both are also involved into real estate practice, from land acquisition up to facility management. That is what we do. So we're really fortunate to basically dabble into all the aspects of real estate and also now into teaching.
Great. So
with RICS School of Built Environment.
What was your first job
Okay. My first job, my opportunity was given to me by MMRDA, Mumbai Metropolitan Regional Development Authority, but that was not a full-time job. That was a consultancy, and which I was involved into making heritage guidelines for Thane city, and the kind of way the Mumbai has what we call as Pink Book of Heritage. Similarly, for Thane city, there was no heritage guidelines. So me and my team provided that heritage guidelines to MMRDA. But while I was doing that, I was also drawn into architectural education, and my first 4 years of my career, while I was consultant to MMRDA, I also taught in about 4 architecture colleges, where 2 of these colleges I was associated as a permanent faculty. But during those good old days, we could actually get out of the college at 1 p.m. And so I did practice some amount of real estate advisory to MMRDA. At the same time, I taught in 4 architecture colleges as a visiting or a permanent faculty. So from those days, since 1996, in a way, I'm into teaching. So my profession has been something like this: 4 years of teaching, 16 years of practice, and then again now almost 4 years of teaching since October 2016. So next month I'll be completing 4 years of teaching again.
Excellent. So after that, I think you joined Knight Frank, if I'm not mistaken, you
Collier's Jardine, Vinod Bhai, it was called as Collier's Jardine, and Collier's Jardine was one of the earliest IPCs which has come to India, along with Richard Ellis. The today's CB Richard Ellis used to be called as Richard Ellis during that time. In 1994, Richard Ellis came. Around 94-95, Collier's Jardine came, and Knight Frank also is one of the oldest IPCs. And then Jones Lang LaSalle, they made their entry. So these 4 IPCs were there. And in 2001, I joined in Collier's Jardine International first as a part-timer, because I could not leave my school unless I complete semester. Well, that is what we have to do. We have to complete semester, and then only you can join another full-time job. I was still a part-timer, and I was in a transition period. And Vinod Bhai, you will not believe what happened. 9/11 happened. I was leaving a permanent job. That was also kind of which was the government aided school. It was Rachna Sansat's Academy of Architecture in Prabhadevi. That job was a secured job. I was already a master, so I was already made an assistant professor. And by this time, I could have probably become the principal of that. Imagine, I had joined as a part-timer to Colliers and was full-timer still over here. And then 9/11 happened. Everybody started saying that real estate sector is doomed now. And then you are making a mistake of your life by joining a new company, that too a multinational, and that too in a real estate kind of business. एक architect होके तेरे को real estate में जाने की जरूरत क्या है भाई? That is what the kind of questions I faced. But then I decided, if I have taken a call and I have given my word to Collier's Jardine and my boss Akshay Kumar at that particular point of time, then I should not look back. And then I basically remained firm on my resignation, and I joined after I finished my semester, and I started immediately working with Collier's Jardine as a senior consultant, research consultants and valuation in Mumbai. They used to have their office at Taddev during that particular point of time in a building called as Film Center. And in that building, there used to be a studio of MTV. None other than that. And MTV was there. So basically the world was changing. I was just a 30-year-old person at that time, raring to go. And I could see that not only real estate is changing, the whole world of entertainment was also changing. And that is something basically made me stay with this evolving industry.
And I remember, sir, it was in 2003, if I'm not mistaken. I heard you at CIA conference. That's how I got connected with you. You were there, and Anush Puri also was there.
Yes.
Amazing. And then I think later you also switch over to Hindustan Construction Company, HCC.
But before that, there was a stopover I took at ICICI Property Services. ICICI Bank had entered into property services business because they had huge amount of land parcels, which were non-performing assets with them. And ICICI Bank was growing exponentially. So they needed real estate space for ICICI Bank, ICICI Lombard, and Prudential ICICI. So for these businesses, real estate space was required. So instead of basically working with others or outsiders, they decided partly they will work with outsiders. At the same time, they created an agency that was called as ICICI Property Services. So my first job change in real estate industry came in form of ICICI Property Services. They also hired me for research and consultancy business, but then they soon started taking my advice for land transaction. Being an architect and urban planner from CEPT, Center for Environmental Planning and Technology, Ahmedabad, which is a prominent institute of offering planning and architecture education in the country, they soon realized that I can probably play a great role in land transactions also. So something which I had started doing at Colliers, I continued at ICICI Property Services. And when I joined research and consultancy, but I was made national head for land transactions in ICICI Property Services. Those were the exciting days of 2005, 2006. Press Note 2 had come. Of 2005, FDI had become a kind of a thing. There was a common thing in India during that time. And everyone was having 3 or 4 job offers in their pocket. So that is a time in ICICI, I was taken into Hindustan Construction Company Limited. I still remember my the client at that time was Mr. Ajit Gulabchand, MD of Hindustan Construction Company. I had finished this particular report for them for the building called as 247 Park, which is an iconic structure in Vikhroli. And we had done a feasibility report. And my boss, Mr. Ajit Gulabchand, just asked it right at that presentation itself, you have done this particular report for me, but that report is useless unless and until that building gets executed. So I basically ask you that if you think you can probably come over and start working with us. So that simple discussion basically led to the actions from HR side also. Yes. And then from a consultant, I came on the developer side. So what I preached, I had to practice. Okay. And that is a kind of a real test which you are actually thrown into fire and then you have to perform. So HCC, Hindustan Construction Group Real Estate Division, was my, you can say, first step into the world of development.
So I think post that, when did you decide that you want to now go into education again for real estate?
In the Hindustan Construction Company, Vinod Bhai, actually did a lot of activities. I was responsible for business development, but I also did sales and marketing. And then land acquisition. HCC wanted to do 2,500 acres of land acquisition. Land banking was a kind of the word during that particular time. Everyone was after land banking.
Yes.
And so we decided that we would also do land banking. And we started basically acquiring land. At the same time, parallelly, we had the first hill station project in the country coming on 12,500 acres of land. Another division of HCC, Lavasa Corporation Limited, and there are other partners also were there. They were executing that. But parallelly in HCC Real Estate, we started constructing 247 Park and we started acquiring land. So in a way, land acquisition, business development, sales, marketing, everything we did. Even we had signed a development in Dholera in Gujarat, which was going to be the special investment region. And there also 4,500 acre of development was going to come. Most of these particular things, they could not happen, especially land acquisition part is there. But I can say that in the incomplete land acquisition also, that we eventually turned it around and monetized it for the company. So buying the land and selling the same land parcels to the people, that kind of experience I got. And then after working with 247 Park and marketing that particular project in the worst of the time, 2007 we must have started it, and 2008 Lehman Brothers happened, and for a full 1 year nothing happened during this particular process. Uday Mathur, who is here, Uday Singh, he's here. He's a testimony to that not a single client used to come even for months together. But still within that particular period we could manage to lease 1.1 million square feet of development that we could manage. By 2010 we had 97% of our park full. And then that is a time when Lavasa was actually again restarting after they had faced an environmental closure. 2011 they again started, and 2013 I was asked then to start working with Lavasa, and I was made senior vice president residential sales for Lavasa. So here in case of HCC, I am really grateful to them that they hired me for business development, but commercial sales, residential sales, working with channel partners, all those kind of experience I could get only because of HCC Real Estate and the kind of confidence which my boss, Mr. Ajit Gulabchand, he had on me. So
Great.
till 2016, I was there.
Fantastic. So then you switch over to the education.
Yes, RICS was actually kind of a breath of fresh air in this industry. Why I would say that? RICS, when it came to India, it came as a professional body, and it is still working as a professional body, Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. So they runs approximately 600 programs worldwide, which they accredit into construction, real estate, and infrastructure. But in case of India, initially they thought that the people will come ahead and get their programs accredited, but that did not happen. So they took an unprecedented step, and they decided that for India, they would start a school on their own for real estate, construction, and infrastructure. So they tied up with Amity University. They had also national ambition to go nationwide. And so with RICS tied up with Amity University in 2013. And I happened to give a kind of a guest lecture over there to the students. The dean of that time was a good friend of mine. And Sachin Sandhir, the then MD, he also was a very good friend. So he then invited to visit for a guest session. I gave the guest session. And then I realized that these guys are up to doing something different in this industry. They want to get competency-based education in this country, and something with 600 education institute across the world, which they're offering, they want to do something over here. And plus Amity University came with an open mind, and Amity said that you do what you feel like as far as setting this education is concerned. So competency-based education was coming. I myself, as a veteran in this industry, by that time, I could say that with 16 years of experience, I could say that I had faced a lot of trouble. And to training people, I thought that these guys want to train people for construction, project management, for real estate also. And one more thing, these guys right from the beginning were very clear that they will not give certificate, they will not give diploma, they will give a full-fledged BBA or MBA degree where the student should be able to take admission to PhD anywhere in the world. So it was not only making them eligible for a job or entrepreneurship, they also had their education up to PhD in mind. So I thought that this is something I would like to get associated with. And then I said yes to them, that whenever you come to Mumbai, I will consider that. So it's Sachin who basically pursued it to a level, and then finally in October 2016 I joined over here. So RICS is something, what I say is that they decided to do what they wanted to do, and then therefore they wanted me to be part of the whole system, ecosystem. And so I enjoyed. It was also like teaching is something which comes naturally to me, because what I realized one thing is that when I was working in corporate, at that time, architects and planners and engineers were not many. The people initially in real estate, Vinod bhai, you would actually recall that people were not willing to join even CBRE or Colliers or other companies. They used to join something else, because real estate was not considered as something which a management graduates or somebody should really join. But today we can see chartered accountants, management graduates, architects, engineers. But at that time, even people who used to sell timeshare, they also were roped in by real estate companies. So in that particular case, I knew that I had taught a lot about to people. Say, it's like kind of a joke. What I can tell you is that I might have taken maximum lectures on what is FSI, explaining this by sketches. Then what is permissible built-up area? What is carpet area? What is saleable area? Until Maharashtra government in the RERA guidelines came with a sketch, I think I must have drawn that sketch thousands of times and explained to my bosses and to my juniors what are the kind of nitty-gritties of real estate. So even I faced that particular difficulty. When RICS took a call that they want to do something different, I decided that yes, I would also like to join. At the same time, some amount of practice is something which we can do, not every day, but there is a certain sections what you can do, because I believe that it's a professional management education. If we don't remain into doing something, at least in the industry, we will not able to remain relevant. And that is what it started making difference. They allowed even some amount of a kind of a professional work also we could do, of course, in knowledge of them that we can do. And so that became a kind of a best opportunity.
So I think viewers, it is very important to understand that, and I must compliment RICS for identifying somebody at their institute who is not a theoretical professor, who has actually gone deep inside to the real estate of India, because Indian real estate is different than other part of the world.
Correct.
And I personally feel, because when I joined 32 years back in real estate as a brokerage business, I never knew what is a real estate brokerage business. And broker वो बनता था जिसके पास कुछ काम नहीं होता था.
Correct. और LIC वाला, LIC का एजेंट भी सर.
दूसरा ये होता था सर कि किसी ने किसी को रेफरेंस दे दिया, समझो. I know that doctors were brokers, डॉक्टर के पास क्वेश्चन आता था तो वो बोलता था कुछ फ्लैट बेचना है तो वो ब्रोकर को बोलता था, and he was getting reference.
Correct.
ब्रोकर मतलब क्या कि एक फ्लैट है, दुकान है और इंडस्ट्रियल गाला.
Correct.
लोगों को मिलाना है, इसको बेचना है, उसको लेना है. उनको डॉक्यूमेंट का कुछ पता नहीं. And same has happened with real estate developer. Let me tell you very frankly. Even if you look at the real estate developers in India, they don't have proper education about the construction industry.
Correct.
I can guarantee you, sir, कि अपने industry में there are more than 1 million brokers in India. And out of 1 million brokers, only 44,000 brokers have registered on RERA.
Correct. Yes.
So बाकी के, और same with developer. मुझे ऐसा लगता है even today, as you said about FSI and carpet area, hardly 1% developer or broker will be able to tell you what is the full form of IOD. So that kind of industry we are living in, and there are a lot of opportunity coming in India.
Correct.
So I thought, I must compliment you. I mean, the kind of passion you have for training and education. I think you are at a right point from where you can make a huge difference to this industry. And I don't think there is any organized way of learning about real estate brokerage business for which there are a lot of opportunity. So we thought, your sharing is going to help the entire real estate brokerage fraternity.
Absolutely, because we believe is that the money in this particular industry comes when the sale takes place.
Absolutely.
And that sale broker is someone who basically make the customer write the check or shift the money electronically. He makes it happen. So in that particular case, whenever the money comes, then only the construction and other kind of aspects can happen only then. So in this particular unorganized industry also, we can see the channel partners have played a very, very important role. Or brokers have played a very important role.
Earlier, I remember, sir, that the size of the industry was very small, number one. The players were very limited. It was very unorganized. अगर 10 रुपए का चीज था तो 2 रुपया चेक का था, 8 रुपया रोकड़ा था.
Correct.
So in that process, जो बिल्डिंग बनती थी, आदमी जैसा था वो ले लेता था. कोई एग्रीमेंट नहीं पड़ता था. I remember it was a absolutely one-side agreement. Customer हिम्मत भी नहीं करता था बिल्डर को कि एग्रीमेंट का ड्राफ्ट मुझे बताओ करके. That kind of industry I have seen. So that time sales का कोई requirement ही नहीं था. कोई डेवलपर बोर्ड नहीं लगाता था. जो सामने से कस्टमर जाके पैसा दे के आता. So now I can see 360-degree transformation So now sales is number one priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now developers are spending 8 to 10% of their income on marketing and sales, which was not the case.
Correct.
So I think आज जो broker की need है sales की, वो सबसे ज्यादा है. और इस टाइम पे अगर हमारे पास जो brokers है all over India में, वो अगर अपने आप को prepare नहीं कर पाए, अपने आप को वो level पे लेके नहीं जाएंगे, तो they will be out of the business.
Sir, you are absolutely right, sir. Because the opportunity is absolutely great. Like we are looking at making our economy at 5 trillion economy. And if you consider that we are still at around 3 trillion, real estate industry and construction infrastructure industry is likely to go up to 1.1 trillion by 2030. And in this particular case, close to 450 ancillary industries are also depending on this particular business. So when a broker sells an apartment and gets the check to the developer, he is actually basically giving check in a way to this 450 ancillary industries. My good friend Harshul Savla, he always says that from a migrant labor to MBA, anyone and everyone can get accepted in this particular industry. And so as you rightly said, sir, surgeon bhi brokerage karte the, to wo bhi ek knowledge ke sath karenge. So that is something which is possible. It's a huge thing which is there. We thank IT industry for getting the vital foreign exchange for our country and saving us from the near default situation in 1991. But now if you look at creating employment for 2 crore people every year, then construction, real estate, infrastructure industry is the only solution what we can look into, because most of the companies are still Indian. The money is foreign, but again, money which is generated within India, that also basically we are being used. Most of the banks and financial institutions, they give money to real estate and they basically get returns also. It's a kind of a secured thing when somebody takes a construction finance in one way or the other. So therefore, there is a kind of a requirement is there.
Excellent. And earlier, as I said, brokers means shop, flat, and industrial gala. But there are now a lot of verticals for real estate brokerage business. So can you share what kind of verticals so that next generation can also think about it is not only selling a flat.
Yes, of course.
If you want to enter real estate, there are different opportunities. So what kind of opportunity you see?
I will take this opportunity to basically talk about the need of skilled manpower in the entire industry first. So close to about 5 million trained people are needed every year in the entire industry, right from land acquisition up to facility management. But every year, approximately 1 million people only enter in this industry. Out of that, also 80% people are basically untrained. And then in that particular case, you have to train them for 6 months to 1 year and then they leave. They straight away leave and join your competitor. That becomes a problem. So therefore, from a mason to a management graduate, everybody can find an employment. Now let's come to the most important part, which is the sales and the brokerage and that particular thing. Because as that is the thing, that is the cog basically which keeps the whole wheel running. Let's look at this particular part. In this particular case also, we'll find that out of 1 million people, the agents, about 44,000 only are registered. So in this particular case, there's a tremendous opportunity for this brokerage industry to basically get into formalized manner. I would compare this with the insurance industry. Till 1991, in case of insurance, only LIC was there. But when liberalization happened, slowly and slowly, more and more people started joining in. And today there are 30 companies which are over here. And insurance agent also has become a respected profession. Now that kind of idea has come to us, our industry, by RERA. And in case of RERA, broker has to be registered with a developer, and a broker, even in resale also, a registered broker is required. And again, he has to take his money, pay his GST. So this is a golden opportunity our industry is getting. And therefore, as you rightly said, again, in case of brokers, the kind of technical knowledge, many cases they don't have. Gone are the days where you can say, I know the developer and I will get the best rate for you. That will not work anymore. And as you rightly said, in this particular case, we need to basically give education to them, and that education to the channel partners, when they are able to transmit it to their customers. Brokers, when they get learned themselves and transmit to the customers, then more deals are likely to happen, and the developers are likely to sign the fee checks also. And one more thing, the kind of challenging situation what we see in this particular industry, that is the situation is generally always good for brokerage industry, because in that particular, the developer needs all possible help. And in that particular case, he would actually encourage a broker who knows this industry from within. And I actually could say that when I started my career, or when I was an architectural student, at that time, the brokers was everything a developer used to listen to. They used to be even soul selling agent. They used to basically completely underwrite that particular project. And the broker's knowledge was what the developer used to do to make techno-economic feasibility report. उससे ही सब काम चल जाता था. So brokers have to get into that position all over again with the kind of knowledge.
Yes. So this 2016 RERA came. So how do you see RERA a life-changing moment for not only broker industry but education also. Because right now in any other industry, if somebody wants to register, so there are certain certification. अगर आप चार्टर्ड
Yes.
अकाउंटेंट चाहिए तो आपको एक एजुकेशन लेना है, आपको डॉक्टर बनना है, आपको लॉयर बनना है, तो there is a education. But even today, because I have shared this with Mr. Gautam Chatterjee also, that you have given 10,000 लेके आपने registration दे दिया किसी को भी, but did you evaluate that person कि उसको brokerage का क्या मालूम है?
Correct.
So don't you think there should be some minimum education process before giving registration to RERA for any brokers?
Sir, I did some rough calculations about the kind of size of this industry, because then only people would be interested. So the statistics tell me in case of India, even the real estate industry size also is a debatable issue. But still I found out from one report that 2020, we are supposed to be 180 billion, the real estate industry size. If we consider out of that 180 billion, if we just consider just 0.5% of that comes to us in the form of professional fees, if you consider that, then still it's a 6 lakh crore opportunity. 6 lakh crore fees opportunity, and probably we are not making that much also. Okay, so that 0.5 is just a kind of a wild guess, and we are not making that much. But there are opportunities now. Developers have started encouraging. They are saying that these top channel partners are on my website, that they have started saying. But as you rightly said, that anybody and everybody can join this particular industry, because initially what we need to do is that there are people who might not be properly educated, but they have done work in the industry. So therefore, for first few years, any regulating body is lenient about the educational qualification, but that may not remain same for years to come. In few years, they would start saying that minimum standard of education has to be there. Minimum graduation they may insist upon. And then some kind of a courses also they may talk about. In this case, RICS as a professional body, we have decided to help. RERA, and we are coordinating right now with them. And if they decide to go for some minimum qualifications, then that we will be helping them with the minimum qualifications as well.
So for the viewers' benefit, can you share what kind of courses are available at RICS for brokers specifically?
Courses for RICS, for particularly for brokers, I would right now we don't have as such, but one thing is sure, that the kind of a BBA program what we run, which is made available after 12th standard. It's a BBA in real estate and urban infrastructure, and we admit arts, commerce, and science students for that. Even diploma in engineering also is accepted, and there we take the students for BBA. It's a proper 6-semester, 3-year kind of a course, and right from land acquisition, architecture, planning, construction project management, facility management, sales, marketing, even social media management in today's world, facilities management, finance, mortgages, brokerage, everything is taught. And what we believe is that the students basically, even after becoming BBA, they can straight away enter into the industry and start working in this. Like my first batch of BBA has already come out, and 2 of these students were taken by Anorock, and 1 student was taken by JLL into consultancy, and 2 students were taken by Anorock, and they directly put them in site in front of customers, because they believed one thing, that these guys know the whole built environment cycle, and so therefore they would be able to add value. And these guys, which are only 20 years in age, 20 years, 20 or 21 years at the most, these guys have done wonderfully well, and have received laurels from Anorock and from JLL management, and now also they are working. So my BBA program, which is offered after 12th standard, is one of the good programs where the students can think of doing brokerage. See, another thing about real estate, sir, the problem is that people can think and believe that real estate can be taught in a 3-hour session also. And from 3-hour session up to 3-year BBA, all the options are available in this particular industry. But I would suggest that if you have young guys wanted to go rearing in this particular industry, it is better to take a complete 3-year education for this. For those who have already attained their graduation, they can join our MBA in real estate and urban infrastructure. Again, we have kept this particular program very open. It's not only architects and civil engineers are what we are giving admission to, but any engineer can join us. Arts, commerce, science graduate can also join us. And then at the same time, we encourage hospitality management graduates also, because they are very good in terms of doing transactions, in terms of giving customer service, in terms of handling front sales and reception, and all these kind of responsibilities. They are very good at that. And so hospitality management students also, and I actually would be welcoming one hospitality management student of mine this year, because that's my dream, that in a class of 60, I should have at least 10 commerce graduate, 10 hospitality graduates, and then baki rest can come from anywhere. But this year, one of my student is from hospitality hospitality background, I'm quite excited to actually have him. So basically, in case of RICS, School of Built Environment, we run professional programs, which are PhD, up to PhD we can go into this. But at the same time, our parent body RICS, they run various short-term programs. So if someone wants to do a short-term program, then like the kind of a series what we are running with NAR, that kind of things they can do. But according to me, there is no option for a formal education.
Excellent.
If you want to get equipped into this, let a university also say that you have done some good job into this.
So I think it's a wonderful thought. Those who are the next generation and want to, they have decided that they are very passionate about real estate as an industry. I think BBA is a good platform, good foundation for them to move forward. And secondly, as you said correctly, out of this 1 million broker in India, I personally feel more than almost 9 lakh brokers are individual brokers.
Correct.
Individual brokers means वो बंदा बैंक में भी हो जाता है, transaction भी वो करता है, सब जगह पे हो जाता है.
Correct.
He doesn't need staff.
And sir, what we do is that in our school, sorry to interrupt, but what we do is that we basically the chartered accountancy related subjects or finance related subjects are taught by chartered accountants.
Correct.
Legal subjects are taught by lawyer. Architects and planner talk about architecture and planning that they teach them. Then sustainability professionals will teach them about green buildings. So at a BBA and MBA, I can say with a guarantee to you that in India, we run the only BBA program in real estate, and which basically is available only outside of India, that too only in a few places. So at the same time, our programs have received international accreditations, it has received. And at the same time, from the Indian industry also, like CBRE, JLL, everyone knows about us. And even channel partners also know, most of them, they know about our programs. So basically in that particular case, with our placement and other support which can come in, the student can find that he can be easily absorbed in this industry.
So I was coming to that individual broker, so you have recently, along with the National Association of Realtors India, you started this short-term sessions, which can be, if you can throw some light on that, which can be done by individual broker to get more acquainted with the business.
Our parent body RICS, Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors, they have basically have association with now NAR for this particular program, and they are running this short-term course. But at the same time, RICS School of Built Environment faculty, we also have associated with them as a teachers for that particular program. And in that particular manner, those who are really busy or those who have actually got their graduation, or again, like they have come to a certain age where they cannot really devote time for a full-time program, can always basically look at the kind of a programs which are being run by RICS. And these particular programs can be over 3-hour courses or 3-hour sessions or seminars, right from 3-hour session up to 1 year and 2 year kind of program, what we call as emerging leadership programs. Those are also available. So some programs are with tie-ups like NAR, or in some cases RICS on their own also, they run this. So in this particular manner, the school level programs and a college level programs will be run by RICS School of Built Environment, and professional program would be run by our professional bodies. So anything and everything is available. If you basically come to RICS ecosystem, you will able to fulfill your knowledge quest. I can tell that to you with confidence that anybody can come with any requirement, and we'll able to tailor made something for him.
Excellent. Sir, as you know that in earlier time there was a different way of doing business.
Absolutely.
एक जो landline होता था MTNL का,
that
was the most powerful tool for doing a business.
Correct.
And now technology has really changed everything in the business. So how do you see, because पहले ऐसे बोलते थे कि नहीं, technology online घर नहीं बिक सकता है. घर तो आदमी को आना पड़ेगा, देखना पड़ेगा, लोगों को मिलना पड़ेगा. But do you think last 5 months experience of COVID, moving forward, what kind of change you are seeing in the industry? What kind of technology, role of technology in our business?
Basically, right from land acquisition up to facility management, technology is basically everywhere now. And only problem what was that is that the cost of technology was pretty high, but now the cost of technology is also coming down. And in this particular period of COVID, the developers had no other option but basically to train their staff and also channel partners, brokers, to how to market their product. So again, in that particular case, during this particular time, the customers also had free time. They could also go online and have a look at it. So more and more powerful, you can say, social media advertisements happened. more promotion techniques came, and also the kind of online conferences were held. So in that particular case, the broker should be confident enough to talk about the project. And whenever the lockdown opens, then he should be able to get a site visit done. Because unless and until the customer is outside of India, he is not going to book an apartment unless he sees it. But during that particular time, keeping him engaged is something which is a very important thing. And many channel partners and even developer sales representatives have kept their customers engaged for 3 months and 4 months. And as soon as the lockdown has opened, then they have basically admitted, they have basically brought them and got the inspection done. So that is something which is going to happen, that you will have to entice enough interest in the customer's mind. And what you can do is that you can shoot videos of the project. You can shoot your own video and send it to the customer. He will see it during his leisure time. So it's not that every time the customer will pick your phone. They are busy doing their meetings on Zoom or MS Teams. They're continuously there, but you want their attention. And that attention can be even for 1 minute and 1.5 minutes. Sir, I have seen that many channel partners, friends, actually they learned how to make good videos and send it to their customer, including the project features and their own explanation. क्योंकि आदमी टाइम नहीं देता है, लेकिन मिला हुआ वीडियो ना आदमी देख ही लेता है. वो कॉल नहीं उठाता लेकिन वीडियो देख लेता है. वीडियो में इंटरेस्ट आ गया तो चलेगा. तो जमाना सर आपने जो सही फरमाया कि जमाना पूरी तरह से उसके ऊपर टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर मूव हो चुका है. This kind of what we call a TikTok kind of videos, that is something which is very popular. People for searching anything, they will go to YouTube and they would like to go through video. So from the PowerPoint presentations, we already have come to the world of videos, sir. And that is something our channel partners are learning very fast, using social media technique, so that you are not overly intrusive, but at the same time you are maintaining the right interest with your customer, and between a link between the developer and the customer. So he's a bridge. That bridge he has started acting in a very, very effective manner, I would say. And luckily about this social media and all that, multiple softwares are available, multiple YouTube videos are available. By learning that only you can do this particular part. Only one thing is that hammering is something what you need to avoid. सुनार जैसे 100 बार मारता है लेकिन उसको पता रहता है कहाँ मारना है, right? That is something which is there. So we have to act like that particular goldsmith, that he has a small hammer in hand, but you should basically hit it in such a fashion that an ornament will get created and will not get destroyed. Our job is that, sir.
Amazing. Sir, जब ये कोरोना का संकट आया, so initially in 15-20 days, first 1 month was very, very terrifying time, for real estate industry especially. And everybody was in a shock that what will happen to this industry.
Correct.
So now I think a lot of relaxation has come, lockdown has started open, So what is your view now? How do you see real estate industry get affected from this COVID-19?
Real estate industry gets affected, but only temporarily. That is what we have seen. As I mentioned, I started my career in 2001 when the industry had completely gone down, and still I persisted with that. In 2008, again, I was working with Colliers for a brief period. Again, the industry went down. Okay. But in this particular, the industry always makes a recovery. Today, this call is being made from confinements of my home. You also must be in your home or at the most in your office. Most of us are in our home. 80% people are in our home, because the homes only have saved us from this particular situation. So those who are basically staying on rent and other things, they are saying that we should buy property. So one thing is going to be very clear, that people will again turn to a real estate industry. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Yes, sorry, I probably lost in between. Sir, I will just once again repeat. We are doing this call from our homes, and one thing we have understood is the importance of our homes. That is something which we understood very clearly. And because of this, I would say the post-COVID, the people would start taking the call. And even those who are in the highest income group, they are also thinking that there should be an office-like thing in their house. So they will probably take larger homes. People who are staying in slums and illegal developments, they will also think of going to affordable housing projects. So according to me, things are going to be always good in this particular sense.
Sir, many immediately, in 1 or 2 months, everybody was talking about work from home culture. Many said, commercial real estate is going to hit badly, and office particularly. So what is your view on work from home culture?
Sir, work from home culture was always there in terms of IT industry. They used to always give it to someone who was doing software development kind of thing, and where security was not much of a big concern. So about 5 to 10% of work from homes are always was happening. But our estimate, and again some of the kind of studies made by software agencies and associations, what they tell is that not more than 20 to 30% of work from home. It will go up to maximum that level, because what we miss by working only in home is the kind of social connect what you basically get over there. Then again, arranging calls all the time, seeing everyone's availability, and basically going ahead with the kind of a poor bandwidth. The video gets cut half the time, audio gets cut half the time. That brings the kind of irritation in you. And therefore, the productivity is something which basically gets affected to a great level. And because of that, the companies are saying that anywhere between 5%, at least 5% the companies would adopt, and maximum they would go up to 30%. So in that particular case, we still don't see that there is a tremendous loss to the office leasing industry is going to happen, because that is the bread and butter of most of the organized real estate business. Office leasing is the bread and butter. India is the largest office market in the country, with more than 5 to 5.5 crore square foot gets leased every year. So that's something which cannot change in such a big way. Of course, there will be some dent to it, but I would also see one thing is that outsourcing to India is going to increase, because of the world has to save money. So more and more companies are likely to come. So the work from home office loss will get compensated by two factors. More companies coming into India, number one. And number two, because of the physical distancing norms which you need to follow, less number of people will have to be occupied, packed into larger space. So that will also lead to a kind of a larger requirement of the space. And one thing is there, sir. In India, most of the IT rentals are less than $1 per square foot. आज दुनिया में कहाँ $1 पर स्क्वायर फुट में डेवलप सिटीज में कहाँ रियल एस्टेट मिलती है? 60 रुपए 70 रुपए स्क्वायर फुट में कहाँ रियल एस्टेट और मिलेगी आपको? और वहां पे मैन पावर भी मिलनी चाहिए. सो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस, ऑफिस लीजिंग इज समथिंग व्हिच विल ओनली शो सम काइंड ऑफ अ डाउनवर्ड ट्रेंड, बट इट इज गोइंग टू बाउंस बैक. दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड से.
ट्रू. एंड दूसरा एक फॉर लाइटर मोमेंट मोड, अपना इंडियन लोगों का जुगाड़ टेक्नोलॉजी है सर. मैं ऐसा समझता हूँ अभी इससे ज्यादा लोग घर पे रह के काम करेंगे तो डिवोर्स केस बढ़ जाएंगे. आता है, बट यू डोंट थिंक प्रोफेशनली व्हेन यू आर एट होम. यू डोंट हैव दैट एटमॉस्फेयर. आप घर पे ऑफिस में जाके बैठते हैं ना. वेरी फ्रैंकली, आई हैव डन 8 सेशन ऑफ ब्रोकर की पाठशाला फ्रॉम होम. लास्ट 2 सेशन आई एम डूइंग फ्रॉम द ऑफिस. So complete my thought process is changed.
Completely change होता है.
There's a lot of synergy when I'm sitting in the office chair. My mind is working little faster in terms of business. घर पे बैठे कुछ काम कर रहे हैं, बीवी ने अंदर से बुला लिया तो फिर वापस आप डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाते हो प्रोफेशनली.
सर एक एग्जांपल के तौर पे बताता हूँ. We were having our orientation for last 4 days. Yesterday only we finished our orientation week, and only one question students are asking, सर आप कॉलेज कब चालू कर रहे हो? They want to come to college. कॉलेज आना मतलब सिर्फ पढ़ना नहीं है कंप्यूटर के सामने बैठ के. कॉलेज आना मतलब एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरेक्ट करना है. को लर्निंग होता है. And that co-learning will happen only if you get connected in a physical way as well. So the question which is coming to the parents and students' mind, कि physically कब चालू होगा? We told them we are depending on UGC directives, state government, central government, and the moment they say we will basically with proper norms and physical distancing, social distancing, we will basically get the classes done on the campus also. So education के लिए भी possible नहीं है, तो work के लिए कहाँ से होगा?
सर वही है, मतलब जैसे किसी ने मुझे पूछा कि रियल एस्टेट ऑनलाइन बाय कर सकते हैं. मैं बोला ये वैसे ही बात है कि आपका एजुकेशन ऑनलाइन होता है या कैंपस में होता है, तो कितना फर्क है. बिकॉज़ कैंपस इज क्रिएटिंग अ ह्यूज इमेजिनेशन इन योर माइंड व्हेन यू आर इन द कैंपस. वो बेंच पे जाके समोसे खाना, वो साइकिल पे जाना, वो जो मोमेंट है ना वो लाइफ के, वो आपकी थॉट प्रोसेस बहुत चेंज करते हैं लाइफ के अंदर. सो दैट्स अ अमेजिंग थिंग सर. सो sir, what is your advice to in this moment of time to top 3 advice to our broker fraternity?
The brokers basically have to have bhavra in their feet. मतलब घूमते रहो, continuously be on the move. The moment you are allowed to move, start moving, start meeting people all over again with all physical distancing norms you follow. At the same time, keep connecting with people. Keep calling, keep sending messages in a rightful manner. So basically, पैरों पे भवरा होना चाहिए जो हम बोलते हैं ना, वो पैरों में भवरा होना चाहिए. आप चेयर पे बैठे तो भी लोगों के साथ कनेक्ट करते रहो. That is one. Second thing is that कि यहाँ सर के ऊपर बर्फ रखो, बर्फ, ice. Keep your head cool, because I would always call real estate broker as the optimist of the first order, I always say, and they are also the coolest of the lot, because they cannot really fight. The as a developer would fight, the customer would fight, but you have to always be a peacemaker, and this cannot happen unless you are cool in your heart has to be always cool, and brain also has to be cool. Last but not the least is that you also have to always keep sugar on your tongue. मतलब जबान पे हमेशा मिठास रखो. तो अगर आप जबान पे मिठास रख रहे हो, पैरों में आपके अगर भवरा है, मतलब आप घूम रहे हो कंटिन्यूअस, और आपका दिमाग अगर ठंडा है और कूल है, तो इससे अच्छा और क्या चाहिए. ओनली थिंग व्हाट नीड टू बी टोल्ड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट इज दैट कि जो कल थे उससे आज बढ़िया बनो, आज हो उससे परसों बढ़िया बनो, परसों उससे 1 साल बाद बढ़िया बनो. सो ये जो मूवमेंट है, वो एक कॉलेज में एडमिशन, एक कोर्स में एडमिशन या कोई ऑनलाइन कोर्स करना, वो भी एक शुरुआत है. शुरुआत करो एंड बेसिकली डिसिप्लिन फॉलो करो. रोज सुबह काम हो या ना हो, अगर आप घर से भी ऑपरेट करने वाले हो तो 9 बजे तैयार होके अपने फॉर्मल वेयर पहन के घर में ही बैठे रहना. That also brings you into a mindset. So my advice to them would be this.
Super. Excellent, sir. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, sir. So we would like to also see the other side of Mr. Amol Simpy. What we have done is education and everything. But what are your other interests, sir, in life?
Sir, my biggest interest in life, other than the kind of reading and education के लिए तो काफी कुछ करना पड़ता है, सब वो तो knowledge gathering है. But other than that, I'm extremely interested in music. I can sing a little bit, okay? I've never trained something, but I generally manage to keep the crowd in good mood by singing a few Kishore Kumar or other songs. So music is.
Have one or two mukra, that would be
I would do it at the last part. I would do it. You can remind me again. And the other thing what I do is that, and that's my advice to my broker friends, and also there are a lot of students also are there on the call, that develop one side of your personality, which is not business. Excellent. Let people understand you from that. Like, let people know you from this. And I can tell you that people know me as a foodie, and they also know me as a food blogger. So what I do, whenever I get an opportunity, I would visit the kind of stalls which are famous in a particular city. Wherever I go in real estate, I actually could move around almost practically 90% of country other than Northeast. I have moved. And wherever I used to go, I used to do some study and used to go to the special joints over there. And I used to have the food and used to write about it. Like misal, for that matter, I must have probably tasted misal, which is a staple food in Maharashtra, at more than 50 places. And I would have written about that. So in this particular case, people know me as a food blogger. It goes to such an extent that people start calling me. I'm 30 kilometers away from Sholapur. And you had mentioned that in Sholapur, somewhere you get chutney, groundnut chutney, and that bhakri, what we call it, kadak bhakri. Where do you get that? So मैं उनको लोगों को फोन पे बताता हूँ, और थोड़ा ड्राइव कर, ओके, वहां पे एक आ जाएगा, वहां पे एक ढाबा है, गूगल पे ये डाल, तेरे को मिल जाएगा. So people know me for this, and if this side you cultivate, sir, then people will remember you for not business activities, because every time discussing business, people don't really like, especially in our social media and virtual media kind of thing. You should develop that side, and people should remember you for that, sir. And once they remember you for that, एक दिन काम भी अपने पास उसका आ ही जाता है. So that is something which you need to do. Many people do a mistake of hammering their business all the time onto the listener. That is, they should not be doing. Of course, I'm a sports enthusiast. So cricket is something what I really like. And then since when I was a young child, since that time I like Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, and all these people I have followed, even Mahendra Singh Dhoni and all these people. So cricket, I'm a great follower, and also Hindi films. Wow. This is something which my students, those who already studied under me, would know, that I would generally quote management situations. Also, I'll generally quote and explain from by using the examples of movies and the kind of dialogues. Like, for example, in Techno-Economic Feasibility Report, I will tell you one dialogue from this movie Sarkar, is that उसमें Amitabh says, सोच जितनी गहरी होती है, इरादे उतने ही कमजोर पड़ने लगते हैं. So basically, there should be a balance in the kind of doing feasibility. At one point of time, you have to stop, take a stock of the situation, and take action. आप करना पड़ता है. डेवलपर्स को भी हम इसलिए मानते हैं कि इतनी अनसर्टन इंडस्ट्री में कोई तो है जो प्लॉट लेता है, कर्जा लेता है, उसके ऊपर मार्केटिंग का बिठाता है, चैनल पार्टनर की पूरी फौज तैयार करता है और उनको अपने साथ रखता है, एंड देन वो धंधा करता है. तो चैनल पार्टनर्स एंड अदर्स, दे ऑल्सो आर, एवरीवन नोज इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ डेवलपर्स, बट अदर्स रियली डोंट नो. That is something I would like to tell. So on this forum, I would like to say the brokers and developers, they are the two most integral part of this particular economy. Developers take chances and brokers basically make their dreams come true. So that is something which is very important. So my advice would be to that, कि उस इसमें आप जाना है.
Very good, sir. Excellent. So this is another personal question. What does success mean to Mr. Amol Simple? Success की परिभाषा क्या है आपकी लाइफ के लिए?
Success, definitely materialistic things in life also matter, because when we are in this kind of industry, we always talk about people should have a good home. People should basically go and enjoy in a good hospitality place like resort. They should go and enjoy. So materialistic things are very, very important in life. There is no doubt about it. But at the same time, you have to also cultivate your other side. Other sides also, like for that matter, एक पैसे के बारे में कहावत है, पैसा खुदा तो नहीं है लेकिन खुदा से कम भी नहीं है. तो बेसिकली उसका इंपॉर्टेंस हमें देते रहना चाहिए, क्योंकि लोगों के लाइफ में जो real estate and other related joys, that is something what we bring. But at the same time, I would say that success to me is not only from the materialistic point of view, but also your spiritual success is something what you have to do. Your mind should be at your peace, and your body also should respond. So basically body, mind, spirit is something, if they are working in unison, and at the same time you should have enough wealth with you so that you or your next generation would really not have to worry too much about your future. That is something which you have to do. And also, let me tell you one thing, sir, that we as real estate developers, also our and channel partners, also brokers, we tell the customer that investment, your house also may turn out to be your investment. When you preach, then you have to practice. That is something is there. So some part of your money also has to basically go into investment, which we call as a real estate investment. And rent earning from this particular real estate investment is something which basically plays a very important role in your life. So once you are started getting rent, then your mind is at peace. So that is something which we need to advise. So my family, we also run a financial consultancy. My wife rather runs it. And we always tells them that in asset allocation, real estate plays a very, very important role. And the way we say, like mutual fund सही है, लेकिन advisor जरूरी है. वैसे मैं कहूँगा real estate सही है, लेकिन broker जरूरी है.
Very good, sir. Thank you, sir. Leadership is one of the most important thing in any entrepreneurship business.
Sure.
Who is your favorite political leader across the world in your lifetime?
Political leader, if I take a leader of yesteryears, okay, and the kind of leadership he showed for a particular period, I would say Winston Churchill during the wartime was one of the best leaders world had. He was not so great for India as such, okay, because we were fighting a war during that time with us, and we had great famine and other such kind of things. He may not be great for India, but he basically resurrected a complete defeated nation, and he basically made that nation from a brink of a defeat to victory he brought. So Winston Churchill is someone I really respect, and also Mr. Narendra Modi, because he starts with a concept and is able to explain that particular concept to the person and in his own language. So Mr. Narendra Modi is a great political leader. There's no doubt about it. But for us brokers, he basically is someone who we should learn concept creation and concept development and concept explanation from Mr. Narendra Modi. So he's in a way, he's a business guru from that particular sense. He likes to, and he always use words like 3 C's, 7 P's, 5 P's. You should also start working in thinking in that direction, because common man can understand that language.
Very good. And finally, sir, many people knows about the goal of their life. We always, wherever we go for learning in institute, we always have a goal and target. These two words we always listen during the business. But the purpose is most important thing in life. So what is your purpose of life?
There was a Hindi movie by the name of Sant Gyaneshwar. Okay, yes. Gyaneshwar was a 1200 AD one avatar Purush in Maharashtra. But there is one particular song in this movie, Sant Gyaneshwar, which says, "Jyot se jyot laga ke chalo, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगा के चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो." So that's the kind of a mission which I think I have. And even my students now, those who are from architecture, they have joined me now today, and they are now with shoulder to shoulder to me in imparting education. I'm sure that those who have taken real estate education, they have already started training in their offices to other staff. So I believe that is Jyota se Jyota laga ke chalo. That concept which in Santa Ganeshwar told to everyone, that is something which is there. And broker ki Pathshala also is a great example of Jyota se Jyota lagate chalo. So I got very excited when you made the first call to me, because in my mission, I can see that someone else also is having similar missions and they're working in that direction. So my mission is simple: spread the knowledge and also make other persons spread the knowledge. That's important.
It is always said that shared knowledge is it empowers you, and आपका भी knowledge बढ़ता है.
Absolutely.
And in last 10 sessions, including today, I learned a lot of things. So I want to keep this going. This becomes the purpose of my life.
Yes.
To share what I have and to spread the smile wherever I go and whatever I do in my life. So it's a wonderful experience, sir, to have you today. And I'm sure those who are online, and the best part of this technology is, sir, this will be there in universe, your session.
Oh, yes, of course.
Whenever anybody wants to again, go and rewatch and rewatch and rewatch, I think that's the greatest thing about technology, that you can read it and learn it whenever you want, So once again, I must compliment and thank you for all the work you have been doing for this industry.
Yes, sir.
And before we conclude, and I would request you to, present few certificate of participants. Let's have some Kishore Kumar Ghana.
Yes, sir. Last message I would like to give is that our admission process is still on. So if you still want to go on a 2-year MBA or 3-year BBA, you can still come in, because this year, as the exams also are getting delayed, we are allowed to basically go on taking admission for some more time. So it's not that everything is lost even for now if you want to study this year. So please come. I am always available, but at the same time, if you are looking for formal education, please do come. Still, there is some time left with us. So minimum at least 3 to 4 weeks are still there for us. So we'll do definitely that. And so now the certificate distribution, sir, I will have to do.
Yeah, before that,
getting ready for that.
I want you to, let me see if anybody has any question. Great. I think, okay, there is a question: how to log into new demand during COVID times, by Uday Mathur.
How to log into the new demand. New demand. So basically he's asking that from where I should find out that the people who would be basically looking out in this particular case.
Yes.
I would say just give an example.
Yeah.
Okay. See, for example, we have this Cream de la Cream area of say even Malabar Hill and all these particular areas where people generally residential is something what people your dream customers are there if you want. So today there are so many old buildings over there which are more than 30-40-year-old buildings. Those guys were basically staying over there in 2 BHK and 3 BHKs of those times, and they were basically making do with that particular part. But that location is something what they were sticking to, because that location you will not able to get easily. At the same time, buying another 3 BHK in that same locality can be a kind of a challenge. Today with this kind of a COVID situation, the people now are looking at that from those single building. I'm just giving one example, and we can take other examples also. But from a single building, now people are thinking that they should move to kind of a complexes where good facilities are available, and then effective distribution and screening of the people can be done. And so from there, if you look at it, there are many people who have started looking at other options in Lower Parel, in Shivdi and other places, or Dadar, where redevelopment is happening and large complexes are coming. So from single building, people want to move to large complexes. Those who already have that as well, they are looking to have your second home outside of Mumbai. Like for example, there is a place called as Pen, which is only 50 kilometers away from Mumbai. If you look at it, or at the most 65 kilometers away. So now people are saying, if we can work from home effectively, then let's go and stay in Pen. You'll able to take a plot over there or take a large apartment over there and stay there in the lap of the nature. We'll stay. Developers are there, channel partners are there to help us over there. Why not to go to Pen? So basically you should look at it, that how people are thinking. That will basically tell you that what more opportunities you should follow. Some people want to shift to Pune. Some people want to shift to Nasik. I also have a house in Nasik, and I believe that it's a 25 lakh kind of a population city where the temperature in winter can go up to 4 degrees in winter. That's the only metropolis in Maharashtra today where the temperature in winter goes as down as 4 degrees. And in summer, it doesn't cross more than 38 degrees. So people can look at Nasik also. So Uday Bhai, I would say, is that look at the kind of way people are thinking, and you will find your customers sitting over there.
There is another question, follow-up question by Uday. How does individual broker assert positive differentiation when compared to IPCs?
How an individual broker can do this particular part? Okay, one good thing about our brokers is that because of the way now the connections are happening with, say, National Association of Realtors, or there are so many other associations of brokers are there today. So even an individual broker also, or a channel partner, can basically get the kind of a similar knowledge, which normally is a kind of a IPCs generally own that kind of knowledge that they have also started getting. So increasing knowledge and increasing network, that is something what a channel partner can also bring. One more thing which channel partners bring, and which many times like an organized broker setup of a large company or something which cannot do, the drive which is within, that is something which is there because uska ghar uske upar chalne wala hai. Okay, so that kind of drive basically make you force you to basically make 150 calls in a day. That is something which is there. Salary वाला बंदा क्या सोचता है, आज तो हो गया, ये महीने का टारगेट हो गया, थोड़ा सा आराम से लेता हूँ. Brokers will not do that. And basically that particular attitude, that heat, that warmth, that should get transferred to the customer. And then the customer should basically start singing your tune. That is something what you can do as an individual channel partner. And I know that the way family doctors used to be there at one point of time, there are family developers also. Father or son ने भी developer के पास जाके खरीदा है. वैसे similarly लोगों के अपने family brokers भी है. आज अगर आपने धंधा नया चालू किया है तो लोगों के family broker आपको बनना है. तो son ने भी आपसे लेना चाहिए, grandson ने ही आपसे लेना चाहिए. That is something. So आप ये cultivate करो अपने बीच में. Okay, so ये जो एक अपनापन है ना, वो अपनापन is the only thing which I'm not saying that others will not able to replicate that, but for you it will be easy and faster to replicate this.
And just to take this in an extension that, you know, what happened in this COVID situation. So what happened in this COVID situation, sir? You know, there was differentiation between mall and kirana store.
Yes. Huh.
I always compare this with IPC and single broker in real estate.
Yes.
So single broker always give that personalized service to the customer, which IPC is not able to do, you know.
Yes, yes.
What happened, I have experienced this, you know, IPC, they go with the process. वो management है, process है. तो वहाँ पे जो there are certain customer also, they are not comfortable dealing with the IPC because of their process system. ये जो personalized broker है ना, वो customer phone करेगा तो उसके घर पे चले जाएगा रात को 8 बजे.
Correct.
तो IPC cannot do that. वो आपको Saturday Sunday को नहीं मिलेगा. So that differentiation will always be there.
सर ब्रोकर्स का एक और बात है, इंडिविजुअल ब्रोकर का, वो मिडिल ग्राउंड बहुत जल्दी ढूंढ लेता है. Yes. और our Indian philosophy basically talks about a kind of a idea called as सुवर्ण मध्य और golden mean. That golden mean is something वो तू भी खुश रहे या दोनों नाखुश रहे, लेकिन एक लेवल की नाखुशी होनी चाहिए. डील वो है कि जिसके अंदर दोनों पार्टी कुछ ना कुछ नाखुश है. पहली पार्टी बोलती है, डेवलपर बोलता है तू उससे ज्यादा ले सकता था, तूने नहीं लिया, और ये ब्रोकर को लगता है तू उसको और ओनर को लगता है तू और कम कर सकता था, तू नहीं लिया, लेकिन दोनों फिर भी टेबल से नहीं उठते. चाहे दोनों गाली देके उठे लेकिन साइन करके उठते हैं. तो ब्रोकर का वही काम है, गोल्डन मील ढूंढना. दोनों सेम लेवल की खुशी या दोनों सेम लेवल की नाखुशी. ये लेवल जो जज करने का काम है ना, वो ब्रोकर बहुत अच्छा कर सकता है.
पांडुरंग शास्त्री जो थे ना सर,
स्वाध्याय के प्रणेता,
उन्होंने ब्रोकर की ये डेफिनेशन दी थी. उनको किसी ने पूछा ब्रोकर कौन, तो बोलते हैं ब्रोकर वो है जो दो दुखी को सुखी करता है.
I would agree.
और दो खोटे को खरा करता है. 10 लाख रुपया मांगता है, वो कस्टमर 7 में मांगता है, और ये फिर 8.5 में सौदा करता है.
Absolutely.
खोटे को सही करता है, और दोनों का काम नहीं हो रहा है, दुखी काम करता है तो सुखी होता है. It's wonderful.
सर कई बार तो मैंने ये भी सुना है कि जो चीजें डायरेक्टली आप डेवलपर ओनर को कस्टमर को नहीं कह सकता, वो आपको सुना डालता है. कस्टमर भी वो करता है, आपका काम वो सुनना होता है, दिल पे नहीं लेना. दैट इज द थिंग. वी आर हियर फॉर ट्रांजैक्शन, एंड वो सामने वाले बंदे को खुश करने के लिए भी हम लोग हैं, उसी से हमारी फीस भी आती है. तो कोई चीज दिल पे ना लेना, ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात है इसके अंदर.
बोलते हैं ना, 2 कान इसके लिए, उसको बार-बार निकालना है, अंदर नहीं लेके जाना है. तो देखना है उसको, ठीक है भाई, बोल दिया तुमने.
कान का मास्क रखने के लिए भी यूज हमको समझ में आया अभी कि कान के ऊपर मास्क भी रखते हैं हम लोग.
Great, sir. It was really wonderful experience for me to have interaction with you, and I must compliment and thank for your contribution to our industry.
Thank you, sir.
Moving forward, your role as an educationist in real estate is going to grow far, bigger than what is today. Right now, there are a lot of opportunity coming in our way also. So, as we committed, fellow brokers, that we are going to give the participation certificate to all those people who have attended 8 sessions or more. And today we are just presenting 5 certificates at the hand of our today's guest speaker on Teachers Day. So can we have those 5 certificates on virtual certificates, sir? Sir, can you just read so it will look nice
Yeah.
for the...
Absolutely. So Mr. Akash Desai, if you can go online, you can probably switch it on, your camera.
Is he there? I don't know if there or not. We can just read.
Yeah, so I can just read. Mr. Certificate of Participation awarded to Mr. Akash Desai for more than 8 sessions.
Yes.
So great. You have taken a good job, Mr. Akash Desai. All the best.
Yeah. Second.
Please put it.
Yes, sir. आकाश देसाई को भी आपके मुंह से उसका नाम सुनना इतना अच्छा लगेगा. Moment. It's a great moment for life, you know.
सर ये अगर YouTube में वीडियो रहेगा तो उसके लिए हमेशा रहेगा फिर ये लाइफ टाइम.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Sunny, can we have a second?
Dhruv Uday Desai. So again, the certificate of participation, more than 8 sessions. Diligently, he basically went through. So congratulations to Dhruv.
Yes. One more.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hi, great.
Oh, great, great. Next, please. Madhuri Rajesh Rahate. Miss Madhuri Rajesh Rahate. Yeah, you are also here. Okay, great. Congratulations
Thank you,
for
sir.
completion of this particular program. Again, more than 8 sessions.
Thank you so much, sir.
Next, please. Next, please.
Yeah.
Salil Biswal, congratulations to you for participating more than 8 sessions.
Next. So these were early 5, you know, जिन्होंने पहले communication किया है हमको.
Okay.
So this is the last one.
Okay.
Salil again. Yes, sir.
Okay, Pankaj Kumar, certificate of participation. Congratulations, Pankaj. Done a great job.
Pankaj is from Ranchi and
Okay.
most participative, active participation, you know, during the whole session. I think. Thank you, Pankaj.
सर वो NAR के अंदर भी बहुत सारे लोग कहाँ से आ रहे हैं इंडिया के कोने से और अभी सब जगह ये बिजनेस सर बढ़ने वाला है. ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये बिजनेस नॉलेज सब लोगों को जाना है उसके अंदर.
Yes, sir. And I am really honored and privileged to have this opportunity. And you know, please read this, sir.
Oh, okay. Now I'm myself honored to read this particular thing. Mr. Kaizad Hateria, I have seen you multiple times on forums and the kind of drive, passion and the ideas what you bring into picture. I am a fan of you, Mr. Kaizad Hateria. I really like, I'm happy that I'm actually giving this virtual certificate to you.
And he just sent me the message that wherever he is right now, there is very poor Wi-Fi and he's not working. So he's not able to make it. So I requested him to be there. But he's somebody who has attended all 10 sessions, sir.
Absolutely.
And I will get the, you know, compliment and feedback that what was the best in that session. So he's somebody I always, he's like a mentor to me and always supportive. Gives a lot of new innovative idea, you know.
He is like an Amitabh Bachchan of our industry, sir.
Absolutely.
Sales industry.
So when I started thinking about this institute, sir, you know, this is for all those individual brokers. What I am thinking about is where there is no access to them, there is no opportunity for them. So I thought this is a platform where I can, you know, bring all top people across the country who are good friend of mine and who would love to share their, you know, knowledge with broking fraternity. So this is a platform for brokers only. Whatever we bring here is beneficial to brokers across the country. So now on behalf of all our broking fraternity, a small appreciation certificate to you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
So this is on behalf of entire Square Fit Foundation team and entire broker fraternity of India.
Thank you.
Broker ki Pathshala, an initiative by Square Fit Foundation, certificate of appreciation. to express our gratitude to Mr. Amol Simpi for his gracious presence and significant contribution in making Broker Tea Pathshala a great success. We are pleased to sponsor 100 meals under Annapurna project by Rotary Club of Mumbai, Dahisar, which will provide food for the underprivileged on your behalf. So, we missed that portion of your social contribution through Rotary. You are also been active Rotarian, so that was great to know that you are also in Rotary. So this is what we have been doing in all session.
Thank you, sir.
Rotarian.
I'm really happy that you basically took as a part of corporate social responsibility. You have taken that activity and those meals to Annapurna Foundation. That was something which it has touched my heart, sir, to say the least.
So nice of you, sir. So we have Badresh Mehta from Chennai want to share something. Yes, Badresh bhai, please unmute yourself.
Happy afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Happy afternoon, Mr. Anmol Simpi. It was a real wonderful insight to understand about land acquisition. We had 10 sessions and you are the one who has talked more about the land acquisition. It was really a lot of insight we got about it. And particularly, I would like to thank Vinod Bhai for doing this wonderful 10 session of Broker Ki Pathshala. It was amazing. And I think the first time in India, this type of initiative has been taken. I am also into real estate brokering from last 30 years in Chennai.
Okay.
And also a very big fan follower of Vinod Bhai. He's like my elder brother. I've learned a lot from him. His simplicity. He has an art of making himself look different everywhere, different in all the photographs. I don't know how he's able to do that. We call in Hindi Berupia. It's not a gali, it's an adjective which I give to Vinod Bhai. It has been fantastic and really wonderful. And thank you, Vinod Bhai, again for doing such a wonderful session. 10 sessions means given almost 20 process. It is amazing. Thank you, Vinod Bhai.
Thank you, Badresh
Thank
bhai.
you, sir. Thank you, Badresh bhai.
And we have Kaizad. I just saw that enter the Kaizad. Kaizad sir, can you come in, please?
Sorry, I lost the audio.
No, you're okay. Yeah, thank you, Badresh bhai. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just saw Kaizad sir entering. Kaizad sir, if you are there, can you please come in? Okay, anybody else would like to share anything? I think we have still 5 minutes. Amol sir, can I take a liberty?
Yeah, sure. Not a problem.
As this is a concluding session, if anybody would
Not
like.
a problem. Please go ahead, sir.
मेरे Facebook का ये है अपना status है sir. Say thank you and sorry now. If anything is there in your mind, speak out. Don't take it back.
Yes, absolutely. But we have time. Not a problem.
Like to it, emotions, has a moment, So if anybody would like to share something, floor is open for everybody. They can just unmute and speak.
Vinod Bhai, hi, this is Uday Mathur once again.
Please, sir. Thank you.
It seems you have had a remarkable program and, the certificates have been good testament for that. A lot of people would have benefited. Are you giving any glimpse of, ye dil mange more? Are you doing any more now?
100%.
Similar?
100%. See,
so can you give a preview of what to expect?
Sure, 100%. See, what we did is on first session, we invited, there are top 8 cities in India, which has got more real estate. So we picked up one real estate successful broker from each city of India. So first session in season 1, we started with a motivational speaker, Mr. JP Kabra. In any business, your foundation of success is your value system, your core value of the business. So in first session, he taught us about how it is important to have a value-based organization. So what kind of value one should inculcate to become a successful broker in the industry. So in another 8 sessions, we got one top successful broker from each city. So he shared his entire journey of 30 year, 40 year, how he started brokerage, what was then, what is now, what kind of challenges, you know. So what are the success mantras? And I think that success story, every broker will get some one or two great thing about from each individual broker. And
Sure. Sir, I'm asking, from aspect of planning my time, I'm asking if in September and October you have anything planned already.
Yeah,
and if
so
you do, can you please share that?
So that is what I am coming to that. So first session, we invited top 8 city. So moving forward, because lockdown is opening now, so Saturday, this timing is very inconvenient for a lot of people being in real estate, especially in residential sector, including me. And then Diwali is also coming. So we will probably start after Diwali, the second session. So where we are going to go to the 2-tier, 3-tier city now, because moving forward, real estate broking business is growing in 2-tier, 3-tier city.
Correct.
From there, we are going to invite successful brokers who will share their stories. And in between, we are also going to do a market city-wise, So we will discuss about Calcutta market. We will discuss about Delhi market. And I'm also planning to have 3 hours, 4 hours conferences, one-day conferences, where we invite people from all sets of real estate industry. Maybe there will be developer, fund manager, IPCs, and we talk about where the industry is going. So it will be a mix of everything. But this Broker Ki Pathshala will continue till my life. I'm not going to stop here. This is just the beginning.
Perfect. Very inspiring.
And I'll be inviting all real estate fraternity people who wants to come and participate and share their knowledge, So it is open for everybody pertaining to how we can make a difference to this industry, So this is what is in my plan. Thank you. Yeah,
sir.
Tejas sir. Yeah, Raju.
Yeah, sir. Good afternoon, sir. How are you, sir?
I am always fine. Thank you.
Sir, I would like to thank Amol ji, for, enriching us with this valuable guidance, which he has, taken for so many years.
Yes.
This is going to really help us and this on this auspicious day of Teachers Day.
Yes.
I'm very
Thank you,
thankful
sir.
to Amol ji for that. And we
Thank
are
you.
very grateful to you, sir, for having this platform of Broker Ki Pathshala. These are gems to relish forever. Kabhi bhi kuch bhi aisa lag raha hai ki like I had heard Mr. Amol ji, I had heard, Farooq, I had heard Pawan ji, or I had heard, Ravi ji saying something and or Tarun ji saying something, and I would like to go back and just again, listen to them. I can always go to your page on Facebook or YouTube, and I can always gain some knowledge from there. So these are the gems to relish forever. Thank you for all these efforts, and thank you for providing us this opportunity. And I would really wish you all the best for the season 2, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think it was an amazing experience for me. I learned a lot during this first season. I would urge each and everyone to send your comments and suggestions, in terms of timing and day. And if anything you want to have on our session, it would be more than pleasure for me to add in during the session season 2. So thank you, Amol ji,
Yes,
for
sir.
having today. And once again, wish you all the best for a wonderful time. Real
Yes, sir.
estate residential market is now growing very fast. There is a lot of energy coming in. There are a lot of business opportunity coming in.
Sure,
I
sir.
wish you all the best and have a great business.
Thank you, sir.
Till December and 2021.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All the best to everyone, all
you.
the brokers and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
I'll cut down now.